And then eventually we'd all be back.
I used to have my notifications used to be getting up at 6. And that went off doing
We've got a surprise for you, Reverend Joyce. There's something we want to show you. Okay. All right, we're bringing you in, and we're starting with music. And you have a front row reserved seat.
Is that where you want it, Corey?
I'm a little teary. I gotta sing.
Hey, would it throw, that wonderful Joyce song is a little low. Would it throw you off if I just hit this post button to get up on it? No, I just. So we flipped. Yeah, maybe you could. Okay. Let me just see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a while since I've done this. Oh no, this is
Dan, do you prefer this chair or that chair?
Huh?
That's your chair? Okay, I'm gonna take your chair.
It should be just a little easier to sing for everybody.
Let's silence ourselves.
Our story began many years ago at Bonaire Unity. We searched for the perfect person to lead our community. So the call went out, we searched far and wide for the perfect teacher, leader and guide, someone level-headed and true. We found it all in you. You've got the joy, you've got the love, and the passion for life. We are in love. You do it all with kindness and grace so true. Wonderful Joyce, we celebrate you. You began your spiritual journey with a jar of peanut butter. Yet you taught us we could find the light in ourselves and in each other. You've a passion for life that is contagious, and a sense of humor so bold and bodacious. In everything you do, your light comes shining through. You've got the joy, you've got the love, and the passion for life. We are in love. You do it all with kindness and grace so true. Wonderful Joyce, we celebrate you. Well, now you've completed your very first book. We wish you the best life brings. We know you will continue to do amazing things. Just hitch your dreams to the brightest star and know what a wonderful blessing you are. You've only just begun to experience the fun. You've got the joy, you've got the love, and the passion for life. We are in love. You do it all with kindness and grace so true. Wonderful Joyce, we celebrate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. Celebrate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. Celebrate
So welcome to Unity of Bonaire on this auspicious day where we have Reverend Joyce with us. For all of you out here in the audience, the house is full. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And let's also acknowledge everybody on Zoom. Let's start the service by singing Claudia's wonderful song, God is Good and All is Well.
1, 2, here we go.
Feel free to stand. What a wonderful morning. We are blessed. I see God's loving presence everywhere. And I am filled with joy profound.
a fabulous day it is. I am Jody Smith. I am your service leader today and a member of the Unity of Bon Air Board of Directors. And for those of you who know me, I love being service leader so much. And today I get to be service leader on this very, very special day. So I'm very grateful for that. Whether this is your first time or your 100th time, we welcome you. We are so excited to have you here today and grateful for your presence and participation as we share this time together. We have come together as part of love's divine purpose that calls each of us forth to celebrate the connection that we all share with each other through the holy presence within and all around us that we call God. In the spirit of community, we unfold in light and love all spiritual and religious gatherings and all people everywhere. And we begin our day today with a message from our daily word. And the daily word, for those of you who have not seen this publication, is available in our bookstore and online. The word for today, how perfect is this? How perfect? Positivity. And for those of you who are new, you may not know, but Reverend Joyce Fisher-Pierce embodies positivity more than probably anyone else I know. The reading for today is, every gardener knows that blooms grow best in good soil. Even before planting, it's good practice to pull the weeds and prepare the soil, giving the seeds the optimal conditions in which to grow. Today, I tend the garden of my consciousness. I pull the weeds of worrisome and unforgiving thoughts by denying they have power over me. I create a fertile environment for new, positive thoughts to grow through regular prayer and meditation. When I touch the place of infinite stillness and peace, I affirm wholeness. I affirm wholeness. Like bright, beautiful flowers, these positive thoughts bloom and grow in my consciousness. And the scripture reading today is from Philippians 4, verse 8. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable, think about these things. And I'm going to read the affirmation once, and then we're going to repeat it twice with a lot of positivity. The affirmation today is, I plant seeds of positivity and harvest joy. Okay, together. I plant seeds of positivity and harvest joy. I plant seeds of positivity and harvest joy. Awesome. We have a very special service lined up today. For those of you who are new, it's going to be a little different than our normal service, but we're going to have a lot of fun today. And so now I invite you to look around to the other people in the sanctuary, or just for those of you who are online, welcome. We'd love to have your presence as well. Recognize the truth of this beautiful song, Surely the Presence of Love is in this place.
1, 2, 3, here we go.
Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place.
So welcome, welcome, welcome. And you're all invited back next week. So how does it feel to be sitting in the Joyce Fisher Pierce Sanctuary, right? We love it. So I had to go digging for a really good joke since our mistress of jokes is here today. So this is a story about a first grade teacher and a little boy. So Mix Brooks is in first grade, and this kid is giving her all kinds of heck. And she says, "What is the problem?" And he says, "Well, I am just too smart for first grade. My sister is in third grade. I am smarter than her. I think I need to be in third grade." So she says, "Well, come with me," and they go to the principal's office. And he's sitting in the outer office, and she explains to the principal what the deal is, and the principal says, "Okay, I'll ask him some questions." So he goes, "What is 3 times 3, 9, what is 6 times 6, 36, and the thing goes on. And he says, after quite a bit of time, he says to the teacher, he just might be right. And she goes, "Well, the teacher says then, could I ask a couple questions?" And she says, "Be my guest." So I had to write these down because they're so fun. So, okay, what does a cow have 4 of that I only have 2 of? And the little guy says, "Legs." So then she goes, "What is in your pants that I do not have in mine?" And the little guy goes, "Pockets." Then she goes, "What does a dog do that a man steps into?" And he says, "Pants." And then the last question, what starts with the letter F, ends with K, and means a lot of heat and excitement? And he says, "Fire truck." So the principal goes, "I think you need to put Harry in 5th grade because I got the last 4 of those wrong." Okay, so let's breathe in a nice breath and relax. We're going to pray ourselves in. So we just call to mind that the reason we are here is to be fearless expressions of God's love. Let's just let that sink in. We are here to be fearless expressions of God's love. And this is the day the Lord has made. We are going to rejoice and be glad in it. We are going to party from this moment on till the end of our time together today. We just ask Spirit to be moving in, around, and through us. We ask Spirit to open our hearts as big as they can possibly expand. Open our minds. Open us to the truest, deepest expression of our authentic Christ self. And into this glorious space we are creating, we bring our world. We bring places that are struggling with ideas of separateness, and we bring them into this love so they might let that all go. We bring people who are struggling with issues in their bodies. We bring them into this circle of love and see them whole and complete and healthy and happy. If there's anybody in your life that you want to bring into this circle, I invite you to either say that name inside or out loud. We just see love washing in, through, and as them. And we hold our beloved Joyce in this love. We just see in these next couple weeks as she does packing and all the things in readiness to move to Kentucky, we see all that going with magnificent grace and ease. We breathe in one more time and just go into that place of peace. We close with our usual closing of saying, I am grateful 3 times together. Please join with me. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. So if you are here, this happens to be your first Sunday here, this is a different deal, but we welcome you. There are welcome packets by the door. Please take one and talk to anyone with questions you have. If you're online, we invite you to go to unitybonnier.org and find out more about who we are, what we value. You can sign up to get our newsletter, which comes out every Wednesday and lets you know what's happening each week and lets you hit the high points. And I wanted to share shoot. I left it down here and I wanted to hold it up. So this is what's happening at the end of the service. We are coming together to see Joyce's book, Being Joyce, and have big fun reading it together. So that's going to be, Joyce is going to be sitting at the table right across from the fellowship hall. The books are for sale over by the bookstore. We invite you to partake in that. And next Sunday, at the end of the service, the seniors are getting rolling again, and they're inviting the seniors to bring potluck items and have a meal together. So all this will be online and in e-news. And that's what I have. So we have a special combo of music today called the Joyce Medley. So let's turn it back over to the music team.
Make sure you invite them to stand.
Yeah, so why don't we all stand?
I've had to stand him up a couple times. Let's see.
You know these songs.
And they're up there too.
The tempo you guys got like do, 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 and 1, 2, here we go. And
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Hi, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. It's the bluebird on my shoulder. It's the super, it's our soul. Everything is out of natural. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. 7 and 8 and y'all know this one, come on. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so fine, I feel just swell. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so fine, I feel just swell. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad I feel just swell. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad I feel just swell. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so fine, I feel just swell. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so fine, I feel just swell. Every little cell in my body is well.
So I'm going to invite you to remain standing as we affirm our statement of truth together. Only one presence and one power, active in the universe and in my life, God the omnipotent good. And then because we base much of our teachings on the teachings of the Christ, let us pray together the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error. For that power and the glory forever. Amen. And back over to the music team.
Sorry. Give me just a second.
Oh, please be seated. They're just going to leave you guys standing through the whole service.
I'm good, thank you. I'm so sorry.
You will do amazing things with the joy each new day brings. With every step you take, list the progress that you make, the reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how, you don't need to know that now. You're on the right track, no need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Come when we're out there having fun. Close your eyes, take a breath and smile. Amazing, you will do amazing things. You will do amazing things.
Thank you so much. So this morning, as I've shared, we're not going to have a regular talk. You are going to be the talk today. So I've got Jody is going to be helping out with this. We're going to allow people 2 minutes, and we're doing a new digital version of letting you know. So when you're up for 2 minutes, she's going to have 2 fingers up, and when 1 minute is left, you get the 1 finger. So, and then I haven't appointed anybody to tackle people if they won't come off yet, but I'm sure I'll have a volunteer if we need that. So this morning it's a time to share a wonderful memory, something Joyce taught you, something you have loved about being with Joyce all these many years. So let's see. Brent is up and at 'em. So we're going to be using the microphone over there.
Good morning, Unity. Now, I've heard louder. Good morning, Unity.
Good morning.
Well, first off, Reverend Patty is in rare form today. And of course, it's always great to see Reverend Joyce. Reverend Joyce, I got 2 fingers. We're going to miss you, but your love is eternal, I assure you. When I came to this church, I was looking, searching, trying to find my way. I have been in the Presbyterian Church and their governing board, been in the Methodist Church and their governing board, and I knew all about religion. I knew every single sacrament, every single spiritual song, but I was looking for God. And when I came here, I found God. And the person who taught me how to search for God, how to look for God, and to realize that God was within me was Reverend Joyce. So with that 1 finger being up in the air, I realize I have limited time. All I want to say is this. We're going to come see you. You may be going somewhere, but we're going to go track you down. We're going to stalk you. Because, you see, you mean so much to so many. And we are highly appreciative. And as president of the board of Unity of Bon Air, I give you as much love as I can because there is much love in this room. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I've known Reverend Joyce for 22 years. I remember when she first came to Unity. She, we were doing this event. I forgot what event it was, but I remember her and I went outside walking together, and we were singing a song. She was actually started it, but I sang it with her. It was called Blue Sky Smiling at Me. Blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies from now on. So we sung that together. We were taking a walk. I think my dad was with the board at the time. They were having a meeting or some other event going on, but that's that one moment I remember about Reverend Joyce when I first met her. I was in my early 20s. I was actually 20 years old because she started ministering at Unity back in 2000. So that's how long I met her, for 22 years. And Joyce, you have really blessed me in so many ways. And I love you so much. And I owe it all to you. God bless you.
Scott? can just,
Yes, I love dancing too. I remember, I danced in front of you and in front of all these other congregation at Unity. So, yes, hallelujah. Praise Him.
we can just hand the mic over.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Come on up.
Thank you. I have that back. So God woke me up early this morning. I wasn't expecting to speak today, but I was spoken to. So in my best moments when I come in from the forest where I've often been lost, I write. And today, I'll share my thoughts with you. I wrote them thinking that I would hand them to you. And so I did. And now I hand them to you. Appreciating Joyce. Joyce is a great teacher, and as such, I felt it most appropriate to share the things that I have learned in loving Joyce. First and foremost, I came to know that I'm a child of God. I am not my worst moments. I am not a broken sinner. I am a spiritual being born as a wave from the vast ocean that is God, that is love. I came to know that all human experience, there are two different choices that we are called to make. They are love and fear. The simple but often difficult decision that shapes every moment of our life experience. In fear, we experience the overwhelming burden of judgment of others, and worst of all, of self. In fear, we are less than and become detached from our spiritual inheritance as darkness sets in. In love, we are forgiven, and we are free then to forgive. In love, all of our needs are met, and we are filled with peace and joy. And of heaven and hell, I came to understand that each is a state of mind that will manifest in our lives according to our decision to focus upon and grow love or fear. Our thoughts are truly our prayers. Ours is a journey of light and darkness, and both must exist in order for us to return to our true nature as children of God. For the light alone is too blinding, and we close our eyes to shield ourselves from the greatness. And from the darkness we once peer into the light, and the path is illuminated between the shadows.
Okay, excuse me, Scott, but you've hit your time limit, so we're going to have to let Joyce read the rest of it.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Now, Tony came all the way across from the other side of the world so she could share.
I did. I came all the way from Albania just to be here today for you. Not really. It's been 3 years since I've been here, and I got here, and a couple of days later I found out that all this hoopla was going on, and I said, all is in divine order. And I cannot tell you how happy I am to share this with you today, Joyce, and what you have meant to me in the, I don't know how many years I've known you. I think I came to Unity in 2006 on New Year's Eve, and I come in and there's this vibrant middle-aged woman in sequins, and she's running around and greeting everyone and hugging them, and I couldn't wait to see what wonderful things happened that night. And I was Joyced. and Unity has been such a big part. I should not have worn mascara today, but I am just thrilled to be here and to see so many familiar faces and new faces, and I'll be here till April 28th. So tip your waitress, and thanks. I
don't know if I could do this without crying. I came up from Norfolk to celebrate Joyce. I came to Unity about 6 months before Joyce came, and there was nothing but happiness. And I'm a recovering Baptist, and there's no better person to help than Joyce. I'll never forget the first year that she was here. She said, "Want to go to Busch Gardens?" And I said, "Absolutely." And we had the best time. You never have a bad time with Joyce. We rode the swing. She participated. She had so much fun. And then we went whitewater rafting in tubes down the James River. Joyce will always be a part of me. She has touched me. When my monkey mind gets going, a Joyce wisdom flies in. And I am so incredibly thankful and so fortunate to have been in your life. I love you.
So when I first came to Unity with Joyce in the little building, the little church, I had a long history with Unity. My dad tried to sell insurance, and Catherine Majors in the 1950s was in the office, and she was big on Unity. And my mom started going to the Jefferson Hotel before it was renovated, and it was a dowager lady, and to a Unity meeting in the 1950s that's the predecessor of all of this. I could tell you many stories through the years, but I'm not going to bore you now with that. But when I came into the little church, Joyce was right in the heart of Unity. I knew it because I've been with Unity a long, long time. And her heart, I watched it with us manifest, this building and this congregation and their hugs. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, Joyce.
Hello, love. I wrote it all out to give you, because I don't have time to write, to say everything, but I want to share two really amazing things because of you that happened in my life. And one is that right after I got here, I became a prayer chaplain, and within 2 years, you joiced me, along with Don Winkler, to lead the program of the prayer chaplains. After only 1 year of experience, I was leading the program. Thank you. I appreciate your faith. I appreciate your faith in me, and I just want you all to know that this was one of her visions when she got here, and here we're getting ready to head into our 18th year, and I couldn't really count them all, but I'm safely saying that in the 18 years of this, 17 years now of this ministry, Joyce, your chaplains have made over 60,000 contacts with people. Woohoo! And one of the most amazing things you did was on Easter of 2013, after you couldn't come here to do the service on Good Friday, you asked me to give your message on Easter. And prior to that, I had maybe talked to 10 people at a time in front. And here we are at Easter, the place is packed, and I gave your message and it went well. And I found out, yes, I can talk to a whole bunch of people at one time, and I've kept doing it ever since. So thank you, I love you.
Joyce, or what you used to call, what's his name? A lot of times Joyce would forget my name, and so she said, just go see what's his name. And my friend Bob Curley has never let me forget that. So every time I see Bob, he said, what is your name? So I did write this last night, but I wasn't sure I'd get to share it today. When Susan and I first started coming to Unity of Bon Air in 2004, I had never been involved or interested in church. However, when I walked into Unity and met you, that all changed. There are at least two things that I will always remember from knowing you, and they are joy and tithing. You created an appetite within me which has led me to become more joyous and abundant. I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of your vision for UBA, and I am forever grateful. Your passion and belief regarding tithing and abundance has allowed the church to grow. Also, it's been allowed me to be more abundant in all my areas of life. Your leadership over the 18 years at UBA was amazing. So blessings and much love to you always. We will never forget you, Joyce.
Joyce taught me the most important thing in life. She taught me to kiss, to keep it simple. I used to say, stupid. No, keep it simple, sweetheart. And she has shown us all that it's about love, nothing more and nothing less. And I do have to tell a secret that I always tease Joyce about. I want you guys to know that as she's up here delivering these fantastic messages, before she even began to think about the message, she had the outfit out, she had the nails done and the jewelry, so she was styling. So even if the message was a little she looked really good giving it.
Good morning, Joyce. I didn't think I'd come up today, but I just wanted to say thank you. I think the biggest gift Joyce does and has always done, and what Unity does, is let us be who we are. And that's a heart-led leader. So we came here, and my children were teenagers, and we left, and the discussion in the car was, Mom, that place is like the Barney show. They're so happy. And I think they all smoke pot. And I thought, maybe that's the way we got to go to church. So thank you, Joyce. Thank you for being our wonderful, heart-open leader. I appreciate you so much and love you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reverend Patricia Galino-Lansky, and I would be remiss not to say hello to all of you and you, Joyce. And I bring greetings from my husband and co-minister, Reverend Don Lansky, who is working today at Unity of Charlottesville. Joyce, Don and I and you were together, as you know, at ministerial school. We were in the same classes and got to know each other right from the get-go. And your peanut butter story about God was back then, even then. And we just have gone through all of these years together. Really, you've been my beloved prayer partner and yours, and I've been yours. And we have been parallel. That's why I feel so at home at this place, because I feel like this is our sister church to Unity of Charlottesville. And the Unity Joy Cruise was a highlight for us a couple years ago that Don helped to create. Joyce's idea, let's go on a cruise. And we had a glorious time. And there's just so much I could say about Joyce. I love you so much, and I will miss you very much. But October 31st, I left the ministry, and Joyce gave me a way to do that. And I did not retire. I'm not a retiring type, and I am refiring. And I got that from Joyce. Love you. Thank you.
Come on up, Emmy. So I'm going to have to
let Emmy speak, and then we have to give Joyce a chance to speak. So everybody else is going to have to go up to her table and tell their wonderful stories.
Hi, Joyce. I'm Emmy. You know, I always feel, though, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. So I found unity in my 20s. I converted and married a Jewish man and led that life for quite a few years. It was one summer, right after Joyce came here, that it was during spring break on a flight to Minnesota. I heard a man telling the guy next to him that there was a new sheriff in town. And she's at Unity of Bon Air, and she's really good. And I said to myself, that is not for that guy next to him, that's for me. And I came the next Sunday after we got back, and I got Joyced. I just am so grateful for you in my life, because here at Unity, you have really given me the opportunity to move out of this mind of mine that was so crazy into my heart. I mean, I felt love like I knew it as a little girl when I came here. Unconditional love. And you know, it just dawned on me, and this is why I came up here, because I actually let go of a business. I was so scared, I was steeped in fear, and within about 9 months, I had this awareness that, oh, I could choose love and light. And it dawned on me, it's because of here, because of you, that awareness dropped in, because I was coming here being fed love in my life. And then a year later, I was married for 28 years. I asked for a divorce. Within 2 months, I had an awareness. I could choose joy. And here I came, and this is what I experienced here. And I realized that I was that positivity being cultivated within me, like the soil of my soul. And I really thank you. I thank you. You've really touched me and changed my entire world. Thank you.
So Rose, can we get you to push Joyce up here and face everybody? Joyce, would you like to say a couple words? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. You can. Well, Marcia is watching online. Let me give you a warning. So while we're getting Joyce in position, I got a message from the back that Marcia sent a note saying the house that she's bought for her and Joyce to move in is going to have a guest room, and as soon as that is ready, they're going to be accepting guests.
Just let me take your arms.
Where are you going?
To the microphone.
It's right here.
All right, well, let's turn around.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Rose. I'm just holding you. Yeah.
I do want to say, while Joyce is turning around, this is Rose the Extraordinaire.
I'm starting to call her Miss Rose.
Miss Rose. Oh, I know. She calls all of us Miss. So Rose went to the rehab every day. Rose has been working with Joyce for years, and this is why we have her with us today. She's had such great
Success.
Getting
better.
Okay.
I haven't been dancing yet, but it's coming.
Okay, I'm going to hold the mic, and they're going to hold you. How's that?
You can hold the mic.
I will.
They have to hold me.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Hey, there's a saying, and is shining. All of you are bright lights to me. Scott White talking, when he used to talk, with my mouth open, listening. It taught me a lot. And he gave lessons here. And Scott White dared to retire from dentistry. And so I've been going crazy looking for another dentist. But I keep trying. Success will strike. And I love it that you understand what being Joyce is. And I'll tell you, I'm thrilled with Patty. She's telling jokes better than mine. What can you do, you know? And they're good. What she told me way before she really started with us. Are you moving me?
No, ma'am.
I gotta move my foot.
Yes, ma'am.
This one you want to move? Can I help slide it up?
No.
Oh, goodness. Bad idea. Okay.
Okay, all it amounts to is she came here, she was a former Presbyterian minister, okay? And I never went to her church to hear her. Let's stand it up straight. But then I invited her to come and speak here. And she said, within a few minutes of having heard the opening prayer, she said a few words of, where have I been? What am I doing? I've been going to church for I don't know how long, and I've been in the wrong church.
That was it.
She just laid it out. What did you call it? I'll think of a name. But anyhow, Bob, if you'll turn back a minute. This is my wonderful brother-in-law. My sister adores him, and that's good because I do too.
And her sister Marcia is sitting right next to her this morning. They're here from Ann Arbor area. Okay, Joyce, you've got 30 seconds.
I got never happened. Naming the sanctuary that Joyce Fisher Pierce, what?
Sanctuary.
You think people will come? All right, what?
Stand tall.
Joyce, if you build it, they will come. Yes.
Well, my daughter Marcia is a treasure, and she was bringing to her home, and where am I going?
To Richmond, Kentucky.
Kentucky, okay. She had my son and me and another son come and visit. And Marcia got it to the point that she thought it was tiring. What are you doing?
We're going to let you sit down because they're getting nervous, and we don't want to pick you up off the floor.
Oh my, don't leave.
There we go.
Oh, wow. Look out, now I can talk. I won't take much longer.
Okay.
Really. But Marcia and Bob brought, what are you doing back there?
I'll build you up so the TV can, people can see you on TV.
Woo! Okay, well, I'm not going away forever. I couldn't. When you see people that are so marvelous and do so much and step out and really work.
A little closer.
The truth is good. So I'm thrilled with each of you who've spoken, and I know others of you have not yet, but you've got the book, and now you can go preach. Just study the book and preach. And then sing the song. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad I feel just swell. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad I feel so swell. Every little cell in my body is well. Yay.
Yay. Okay, stay there. So it's time to give a blessing, and we're going to include our young people because they've come into the room. So let us bless Joyce and our young people. Friends, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. And we see you doing amazing things. Okay. She said, I love your song. Okay, so I need my ushers coming forward. And I'll use Joyce's famous line to give until you feel real good. So let us hold our offerings in our hands or in our consciousness and say our blessing. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving. Music.
All right, Joyce, this one's for you. You taught us we're all born for greatness.
2, 1, 2, here we go.
Look into a child's eyes. Tell me what you see. Reflections of the hopes and dreams of what they're here to be. We are
Thank you.
Let us bless these tithes and gifts. How we breathe in and acknowledge that the gift and the giver are one, that our universe is made of the oneness and we are each an expression of it. So as we send these offerings out, we send with them with the amazing love of which we all partake, and we see those receiving it being blessed and then blessing others, and this marvelous circle continuing. And we say together our grateful line 3 times. We are grateful, we are grateful, we are grateful. And so it is. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing?
Transformation. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, transformational opportunities.
Oh, turn it on.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, our theme for March is growing in. Growing in, capturing spring-like energy as we create practices and dive deeper into being our truest, most Christ-like selves. On March 27th at 11 a.m., we finish off the theme with growing in prosperity, something we all would like to grow in no matter where we are. From Unity Minister candidate Cheryl Fair, we will explore the many joyous ways that abundance is fully present right here, right now. Once we wake up to the limitless good already present, we can begin to circulate that good in more and more wondrous ways. The message on the 27th will kick off a series of springtime prosperity discussion groups called Living Abundantly. So if you'd like to get involved in those and live more abundantly, you can join us beginning the first week of April. There will be one group meeting on Zoom Mondays from 6:30 to 8 p.m. because we know some people still don't feel comfortable coming in, or they just at nighttime they want to be on Zoom, because then you can eat dinner, turn off your camera while you're watching. So that's fantastic. And one group meeting in person Tuesdays 6:30 to 8 p.m. So you might want to eat before you come. Choose the option that works best for you and sign up on the bulletin board in the hallway or by sending an email to Cheryl Fair. It's CHERYL Fair, F-A-R-E, @hotmail.com. Did you know that this wonderful day is also the first day of spring? Woohoo! So make plans to come out for our Spring Equinox Chant Night on Tuesday the 27th at 7 p.m. in New Rock Fellowship Hall, which is right down the hall for those of you new to us, and streaming on Facebook Live. Personally, I like to watch it streaming on Facebook Live because I can chant really loud or sing really loud, and no one looks at me like, you know. So it's fantastic, but if you want to be here in person too, that's great. Dan O'Neill will lead the great evening of mindfulness and music to march the changing of the seasons. We also, as Patty already mentioned, Unity of Bon Air Fun-Loving Seniors. Fun-Loving Seniors group will be holding a luncheon, social, and meeting following the 11 a.m. service on March 27th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. So if you are fun-loving and a senior, you will want to go to that. A full meal will be provided for the cost of $5 a person, so be sure to RSVP to Mark Fortney, and I see Mark somewhere in here. I know he's here. There he is, right in the back. RSVP to Mark Fortney at 804-263-0944. That's 804-263-0944. Bring your ideas for fun activities. All who identify as a senior are welcome. Be sure... I don't know, it depends on the day, really. Really. Midweek meditation Wednesdays at noon. Now they're back again meeting in person and on Zoom, so you can come in person. Chair yoga Fridays at 4:30. That is on Zoom, so you can, after your work week, you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And the Sunday morning class, which was so fun. We had one today that I got to do, and it's such a fun class. We have 4 facilitators, so it's me, Patty, and Cheryl Fair, and then also Alva Kershaw, who is all of them have been fantastic. Sundays at 9 a.m. So you just go to the website, you click on events, the calendar, and you can pull up the Sunday. It's on Zoom. You don't have to come in person. Be in your pajamas. We don't care. Our Love in Action Spotlight for today is the garden team. Woohoo! Our wonderful garden and grounds are maintained by a dedicated team of volunteers, and we are so grateful. We have amazing gardens. If you would like to participate in this healthy and active form of service, please contact our office and let them know you are ready to volunteer. There are opportunities to fit every schedule and ability level. Just reach out and let us know you're ready to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty with the garden team. There may be a member of the garden team here today. Is anyone a member of the garden team who wants to stand up and be acknowledged? Yeah, so we have... Woo! And now I would like to acknowledge our prayer chaplains who support our spiritual community in prayer. Would the chaplains in the room please stand? If you have a concern or celebration, they will lovingly listen and keep all prayer requests confidential. For those of you at home, you can call 804-320-5584. Leave a message and your call will be returned by a prayer chaplain. Prayer requests can also be left in writing in the prayer box right up here in front in our sanctuary. So if you have a prayer request, we have even slips of paper for you so you don't have to bring your own. And we extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone in our community for cheerfully wearing masks in our facility. We really appreciate that. We look at this, the reopening committee looks at this once a month. We will be looking at it again in the beginning of April. Together we are doing our best to ensure the health and safety of all our congregants, especially the most vulnerable. To keep up with all of this, I have said a lot of things. So you don't have to memorize them. You can visit our website at unitybonair.org. If you're not signed up for the weekly e-news, it comes out on Wednesdays, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We had someone in the class this morning who found us on Facebook. So follow us, and I think he's here today too. I think all of you can spread the word on Facebook, and we can even get more people in our loving community. So thank you.
Jody, just briefly, I want to add something really quickly. On chant night, I invited our old friend and the senior minister of Unity of Richmond to join me. So Valerie Kay is going to be co-leading the chant night for me.
Thank you all for coming and making this the beautiful time it is. We're so glad you're here. And we had people greeting at the doors and helping people in. We have Marcy helping. Kim, our admin person, is here helping with doing the books. And we have Cheryl and Christine and Linda helping, and Joyce's family making sure she got here on time today. That's a big thing. And then we had Jody helping out. We have this incredible music team helping us today. Corey and Deb back in the sound, and our ushers, our gushers. We are just so blessed. So we say thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you. And we're going to do our little thing that goes up there. The service is now ended, and our ministry of love continues. And I'm going to say 2 things before I let you go. One is Joyce is going to be at the table across from the fellowship hall. We did this intentionally so people would have their masks on, that she wouldn't be in the fellowship hall where people are eating and having their masks off. So we invite you to come spend time with her and get your book, get a J written by her in your book, and just have a chance to talk to her. So that was the one thing. What was the other thing? It's gone. Okay, so let's stand up for our prayer. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, and we all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Every little cell in my body is happy. 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 I'm so glad you could be here. I thought about calling you last night and saying you don't want to miss this. I'm just glad. Oh, okay. We're so glad you were here. It's happy. Every little cell in my body.
Every little cell in my body is happy.